If you can have a downward spiral of anxiety and fear, you could also have an upward spiral towards hope, towards comfort. It just takes a little discipline with your focus. In fact, the only reason you had the downward spiral was because of your lack of focus, which I get. It's a lot easier to just let our thoughts go with the wind of wherever our attention takes us, instead of being discerning of, does this feel good? Is this the direction I want to be going in? Is this what I want to be amplifying? Is this what I want to be creating and moving towards? And I think the more that we become disciplined and deliberate with our focus, the easier it becomes to continually be on an upward spiral. It's about finding the most accessible thought in the moment that feels a little bit better than the current thought. Another way of saying that is that it's about finding the thought that feels a little less worse. Because if you're in anger, you can't necessarily jump to joy right away. You got to climb that scale. So if you're really mad about something, it's unlikely that there's going to be an available thought that you'll genuinely feel that's of joy and love. But the next thought that you can feel could bring you into like frustration. And in that frustration, there's a release, because even though you're still in that negative space, you're taking some of the momentum out of it. You're stepping from anger into frustration, into frustrating thoughts. And then you can feel a little less bad by bringing that frustration up to just being slightly annoyed, and so on and so forth. It's like those boat locks. You know those boat locks where whenever you're bringing a boat from one level of water to another one, you basically have to put the boat in this chamber where they raise the water level so that then the gates open up and the boat can continue out on this new level of water, because the boat can't jump, from one height of water to another height. You have to acclimate. And a lot of people want to immediately come to the greatest feeling affirmation, but they don't really feel it, so they're not really vibrating it. So like if you're sick and you keep affirming, I am well, I am well, I am healthy, I am healthy, it's not usually going to work, because you're not really feeling that. You're just doing lip service. You're just saying it, but you're not vibrating it. You would probably be a lot better off saying something like, I believe it's possible for me to feel a little bit better tomorrow than I feel today. And in that, you're making the incremental shift. Or, I believe it's possible to feel a little less worse, to feel a little less pain than I've been feeling in my body. This is how you make those incremental shifts in vibration.